When I got out, I was terrified. I didn't know where I was going to go live. I didn't know the environment. I knew that I wanted to succeed.
I wouldn't be where I'm at in my life without the support of navigators. Like, I have gainful employment. I'm a supervisor. I have a 7-month-old son. I pay my bills. I pay on my LFOs. Like, I have a pretty good life. And I think that had I not had the direct intervention of a navigator in my life, I very well could be dead or back in prison.
In this role as a reentry navigator, it's unique in the fact that it's really a helper role where I'm able to closely build rapport with the folks that are just trying to rebuild their lives and get back to some normalcy. And so you really begin to get to know this person, and you get to spend quite a bit of time just understanding what it is they really want to do in life.
I've done a significant amount of time. So I'd spent 27 years in prison. And when I'd gotten to the work release at Reynolds in Seattle, I went from like using a pager to an iPhone.
One of the huge barriers that we work to reduce is just the barrier of working with technology. So many of the more current practices that are used for even like applying for a job. That's a lot of what we spend our time doing, just helping to manage some of those skills that seem maybe more basic to those of us who have been in community.
I started by getting lost on my way to the work source down in Rainier. Jonathan Jordy, who is the navigator, is like, listen, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ride the bus with you to your job interview and show you how to get there. And if you need me to, I'll wait there and ride the bus with you back, which took, I can't even explain the amount of stress that left my body when I knew I was going with someone that knew where they were going. And I could concentrate on my interview instead of how to get to my interview. And that was my first experience with the navigator, and the first of many, which ended up really helping me through the transition of 27 years in prison to getting back out into the world.
Almost around the end of my work release time, Kara Norsworthy shows up. She provided me with, if nothing else, support. And I think that's a very important thing for anyone, not just women. She would call out of the clear blue sky, and not even knowing that I was having a rough day or trying to figure something out, and just talking to her was help enough for me.
So much of failures in life are due to poor planning and poor support, and so many folks that have ended up in the criminal justice world have ended up in places that they would have preferred not to be in. However, they didn't know any better, or their family example or their past relationships were all that they've known and all that they understood. And so kind of breaking free and being able to understand that there's choices and opportunities that are available, that's a lot of what I do in my job, is just allowing people to realize that they can go out and become and do whatever they want.
How my life has changed, I can't put words to it. How Jonathan has helped me through the beginning process. Just knowing that there was someone there that I could talk to figure out what direction I needed to move in or what would help me best. It's hard to put words to that. It was a great help.